My name is Camel Kaminksy. I'm going to show you how to survive if you're separated from your family during a family picnic. So join me as I get dropped off right here at Kaminsky Park. Okay, so it's been a long time out here and I'm starting to get really disheartened. I just want to get back to my family and the food, but it's imperious that I keep What is this? These nets are extremely dangerous. A family got decapitated running into one of these last year. It's a miracle that I didn't get hurt. To pick myself up and keep going. Now, one thing that's important about being in survival situations is making sure that you look at everything, looking for things that you can use. Now, this is something that I just stumbled upon, this thing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use it, but I'm going to examine it further just to make sure. Now, it seems to be filled with gravel. There could be animals living in here that I can eat, so we're gonna check that out. No, it appears to be hollow, but look at what I found. This is like gold when you're lost in a survival situation. My lips are actually quite chapped, see? Put it on, it feels much, much better. This is just the morale boost I need that's going to get me back to my family. Now come on, let's keep moving. Even though it's very hot outside, you're going to want to try to cool down, maybe in a lake such as this. But that's not a good idea. You can see in the water, there's dogs in the water. And they can carry poisonous diseases like mad dog disease that can make you very ill, not only by drinking it, but just by getting in contact with that water. Which is why it's best just to keep going and pushing through the heat, waiting till you can find a cleaner water source that's going to be better for you and not make you sick. Because if you get sick in a survival situation, you're not going to be able to get out and find your family. Let's keep going. I've been parched for hours because I haven't been able to find anything to drink. Now, it's important to keep in mind that when you're around a lake such as this, it's not safe to drink the lake water. It hasn't been purified and it can make you very ill. One of my old hiking buddies, he used to drink from water that looked just as clean from that, and he ended up getting really sick. But these sorts of things, these are exactly the kinds of things you can drink from. You can tell that they've been purified by the long base going into the fountain-like aspect. This means that it's okay to drink from. So all you have to do is you press the button and the purified water comes out. I can drink as much of this as I want and I'm not going to get sick. Refreshing. I've been walking on what looks like a bike trail for hours now, and it seems like it's led me to a wooded area. Now, that's really the only option I have left to me is to continue down into this wooded area. But we must proceed with caution, because out here it's light, it's more open, there's less a chance of getting attacked. But in this wooded area, it's much, much more dangerous. But we've got to keep going, we've got to keep pushing through so that we can get back to the family picnic and we can be rescued from this situation. So let's keep going. Now, while these trees, you can see them over here, may indicate a path up the hill and towards my family, the thing is that you don't want to risk it. It may look easy to climb up these trees to get there, but in fact it's not. It's really easy to slip and break a leg or an ankle or an elbow or anything of the sort. So even though it might take longer, it's better to take the safer path this direction, keep going through the woods, and leave the climbing of the trees to the monkeys. Let's go. Okay, that's the thing about being trapped in the park. You have to be so careful. You've got joggers, runners, rollerbladers, and bike riders all coming straight towards you at all times with little warning of where they're coming. So it's important to look at your surroundings and know exactly where everyone is around you, or you're going to get hurt. And as I've said before, being hurt in a survival situation is very, very bad. It can cost you your life and your freedom. Let's keep going. Now, if you've reached the highway, that's a sign that you've gone too far. We're not looking for civilization. We're not trying to hitchhike because that simply isn't safe. We're looking for our family. So we're going to have to turn around and head back the other direction and hope that somewhere along the way, we'll find out where we went wrong so that we can get back together and reunited with the family. Let's go. This seems to mean that our luck has turned. If you look over here, you can see a faint path. The reason I missed it before is that it just doesn't quite connect to the main pathway. But I think that if we follow this trail, it's going to lead us to where my family is. Let's keep following it. Ah, yes, look, and you can see in the distance, there's my mom and my aunt. This means that this is the end of our journey. It's been an incredible experience, and I've learned so much from the environment of being lost in this park and this picnic. But it's time for me to be getting home. Mom!
it.